We preview the Los Angeles Rams season and tell you if they go over or under 10.5 wins. And we let you know how to take home $1,000 from us here at Grandstand Bettors this NFL season. And it all starts right now. What's going on, everyone? It's Matt from Grandstand Bettors, and last year we cashed on 70% of our season win total predictions, so we figured why not do it again here in 2022. We're also excited to announce that our second annual betting contest here is now open at grandstandbettors.com. Go sign up for free for your chance to take home $1,000 cash and other great prizes throughout the season. So without further ado, make sure you hit the subscribe button, you smash that like button, because it is time to dive in to the LA Rams season preview. And the Rams have a season win total of 10.5. And what a season for the Super Bowl champs last year. In Stafford's first season in a Rams jersey, he took the team to the Super Bowl and won his first Lombardi trophy after 12 seasons with the Detroit Lions. He certainly had a lot of help, though, from guys like Cooper Kupp, OBJ, Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey. Really, the list goes on and on. And the Rams put a ton of money up front into this team. And although it might hurt them here a few years down the road, it certainly paid off last season. And this year, it does not look like it'll be any different on the field. Their offense was good last year, but it can really be boiled down to Stafford and Kupp. Those two connected for 145 times for 2,000 yards and 16 touchdowns. Those stats are just ridiculous. And even against some of the best cornerbacks and secondaries in the league, they still managed to put up those crazy numbers every single week. Stafford ended up throwing 41 touchdowns last season, which was the most he's thrown since 2011. They did lose Robert Woods to the Titans in free agency, but they did replace him by adding Allen Robinson from the Bears. Now, their running game, on the other hand, only ranked 25th in the league last season. They also lost Sony Michel in free agency, who was their lead back last season, but the only reason that really happened was because Cam Akers tore his Achilles before the season even started. With him back in the lineup after he rushed 625 yards on only 145 attempts in his rookie year, they will most likely be giving him the ball a bit more this season to try to even out that offense and keep defenses honest. Now, another big part of their run game is the pass blocking. Another big part of their run game and pass block was left tackle Andrew Whitworth, who ended up retiring this offseason. His backup, Joe Noteboom, will most likely get that starting spot, but that will definitely be something to watch as the season progresses if it affects their run game or the pressure that is put on Stafford this season. Defensively, the Rams lost quite a bit with not re-signing Von Miller. Their line improved immensely when that guy was added to the team because offensive lines could no longer only focus on Aaron Donald. They had to account for both of these pass rushers, and it really was a nightmare for quarterbacks last season. Now, they don't have a solid backup in place either right now for him, so almost all their pass rush, again, will have to come from Donald. They did make an addition, though, by signing Bobby Wagner to fill in at outside linebacker. Along with Leonard Floyd, they should have no problem creating some pressure off the edge when they need to maintain a very good run defense, which did rank 6th in the NFL last year. Now, despite having some very good players in their secondary last season, they only ranked actually 22nd in the league, giving up 241 passing yards per game. They made fixing this a number one priority in the offseason. They selected 4 defensive backs in this year's draft, and they also processed a trade with the Cleveland Browns and got Troy Hill back at safety. Now, their secondary has a lot of depth, which is very important, and both of their starting safeties last year ended up on the IR at the end of the season. So, with Taylor Happ and Jordan Fuller returning from injury, their secondary should be much more improved and make this a very dominant defense in the league yet again. After having a very hard schedule last season, the Rams now have the number 1 hardest schedule in the NFL this year. They still had 12 wins last year, even though they had a hard schedule, and they played some very good teams all throughout the playoffs, but they won every single game because of those playmakers, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, and Stafford. Although they lost some guys in free agency, they also brought in some good players through free agency and drafting, and they still have those key parts of this team that helped them win all their games last season and win them a Super Bowl. So, like last year, we are going to take the LA Rams over 10.5 wins. Now, we are going to continue with the NFC West previews this week, and then we're going to finish off all of our previews with the Cleveland Browns. Hopefully, the whole Deshaun Watson thing will be settled in a couple days. In the meantime, don't forget, sign up for free for our NFL betting contest over at grandstandbettors.com. We're giving away great quarterly prizes again this year, and the winner is going to take home, yes, $1,000 cash. As always, though, sit back, relax. If you're a Rams fan, congratulations again on winning a Super Bowl. Hey, what does that feel like? Because we root for the Browns, and we don't know what that feels like.